Do you to ask the cloak guys? Do you think what the paladins of something? What was the
Paladin of
battle's about?
Larch was training with a paladin of Tyr.
Okay, so ask the cloak. Do you think the paladins of Tyr might know about this cult since they took one of their apprentices or somebody was training with them?
It's possible.
Some
So
of you know anything about Talos?
Yeah, they know a little bit about Talos, and they're happy to tell you a little bit about Talos.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the mage was talking about Talos, right?
yeah,
That was correct, yes.
Okay, ask him, what is this thing about Talos?
Talos is a deity here that is frequently worshipped in Mulmaster.
is
Where is
is
the
what's
shrine?
his alignment? So,
1 sec, I'm looking that up. Out of character.
Isn't it neutral but war?
He is the deity of storm and destruction. He is chaotic evil.
Holy crap! I didn't think he was a evil. I thought he was.
wow.
Where
Oh
is
no,
the
that was
shrine
Tempest.
I
in
think
the
you're thinking
city?
of Tempest.
Yeah, I was thinking Tempest.
Tempest is war and neutral. Okay,
Is there a
so
shrine in Masters
Yeah,
dedicated to
there's a
this?
there's a shrine in Mulmaster.
you
Would you
fools worship an evil, chaotic god.
would you happen? Do you happen to like mark it down on my map?
It was right by the tower that you guys. They said earlier that they took them to the tower
Yeah.
near the Shrine of Talos.
I want to
So
tell him that the cleric engaged in illegal rituals. Then
We'll be
that would
sure to
make no
have
sense, right?
the blades take a look at that, or the
Okay.
okay, so do we want to go to the paladins of the tier to the library to research what
I
I
wouldn't
think the
mind going to the
pendant?
paladins and presenting them the pendant to see what they would have to say.
I was about to say it's either that it's paladin library or the actual Talos shrine. So I vote paladin. Jensen, do you want to go to the
um.
paladin?
So I'm gonna tell you guys. If you want, you can finish the. I'm willing to just give you the. You've completed this guy's mission, so you can get like the experience and gold if you'd like. But if you also would like, I am more than happy to continue role playing this out and allow you to figure out more of the story and why the hell this happened. So I am okay with doing whatever you guys want. I
Wait,
did just
oh,
want to let you know
character,
the options.
is the expedition done or is there more?
So this was the first adventure, the first mini adventure or mission in this expedition. There is certainly, I mean, there's like a whole reason as to why this guy was doing what he was doing that you haven't figured out that I'm happy to, role play out, or we can move on to the next, mini episode or whatever you want to call it.
I don't care. If it's
So,
not important to the quest, I really don't care
I
about
mean,
learning more.
it is important to the quest, but you did succeed in the mission, so you have the XP, and it only will.
We're
It's
not going to get additional loot or experience if we roleplay this out and try to get more information, right?
That is what I'm saying. Yes, but
Then
if
it's not important to me at all.
okay, if it is important, yeah. So I don't want to. I just want to tell you guys, yeah.
I just
That
want to kill the wizard.
I am very happy doing whatever you want. But I did want to just let you know the options. So
Wait, we can get experience right now?
if you
I can
choose,
level up?
if you choose, I can just give you the experience, and we could be done with this episode. Yes, that is an option. Or you can continue to investigate for a little bit. Whatever the party decides, we will do.
I'm unsure what you mean. You could give us the experience and then
Okay.
we just continue the expedition, or is the expedition completely over?
So this expedition is divided into 4 episodes or 5 episodes. We have now
Right.
completed this whole like rescue the brother. That is 1 episode. or one mission.
So are we doing
Yeah, so
subsequent
it's-
plays, or
Yeah, so
are we going?
there's another episode that he's saying we can advance to episode 2, which is our next mission, or role
I'll
play
advance to
some
episode
more.
2 if I get the experience because I really need to level up.
Yeah, okay, so
Holy
You
shit!
will-
I keep dying.
Everyone will get the experience and have the ability to level up before mission 2, regardless of any
Then
choice
I am
you
ready for
make.
episode 2.
yeah, okay, I'm okay with just going to episode 2.
Okay,
Jensen?
cool. Do you guys want me
Sure.
just to tell you what the overall story was then? Like why they did what they did after you we just hand wave the
Sounds like the
investigation?
Paladins did something to piss off Talos. I'm just gonna assume that. I don't need more information.
If you guys want more, the actual what actually happened, I'm happy to tell you it. If you don't care, I'm happy not to tell you.
I'll ask after we're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So episode 2, does that we're going to episode 2? Do we get a long rest in between? So we
Yes,
can get
yeah,
my
it's
spell slot back?
it's going to be like a different day or something.
Okay. How many days do we do a long rest?
Like I mean, you go to sleep tonight.
I'm asking for magic missile because magic missile every dawn
He's got a magic
gets
missile
charges back.
One day.
1 day. Okay, I'm doing the roll right now.
Oh, that's
left.
how. Okay, so I figured it out. For this the PDF, the mobs are at the end of every episode, not at the end of everything. I'm gonna write down your XP and whatnot. Oh, somebody actually was watching this.
People
Okay.
actually watch expeditions? You're lying to me.
I do. In the background. While playing other video games.
I blame the Dragonborn for dying.
Hey. I stabilized you, okay? I didn't have to.
That's very true. I blame Yinsing for getting poisoned.
Do you want me to sell that healer's kit now?
No.
Yes, we have two people watching it.
Just be glad about the healer's kit. You know, could have
Glad you bought
like
the healer's kit.
could have kept rolling wisdoms with like really bad medicine checks and you could have died.
We
Okay.
all have bad wisdom rolls. Even though
I
I
don't.
have high wisdom, I have terrible wisdom rolls.
I think my wisdom rolls are the only ones I didn't fail at. It was also hilarious to fail all my strength rolls early on.
Don't worry,
That is true.
Cool.
I'll have healing word if I actually level up.
So we get used for our GM. We get our experience at the very end of all 5 episodes.
So since this one is a little different than the other ones, you could be ran like one at a time. I'm gonna give you guys get the XP now.
Sweet. So how
but
much XP do we get?
Normally in
I think
expeditions,
it's nice to do for us because we're a small party. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to have more
Yeah.
than 3, aren't we?
yeah, without a doubt. And also, I didn't scale that down really. I mean, I scaled
Oh
down.
my god, you didn't scale it down? That was
And
a
we
lethal
live!
encounter!
I scaled like one small part down, but for the most part, I didn't scale it down. No.
Fucking lethal!
Hey, but we live. It shows how awesome we are.
I had faith in your guys' ability. Like
Power.
I removed.
Unlimited power.
At level 2, I wouldn't have minded because my character is going to become tankier, but right now he sucks.
Yeah, well, sorry. I removed one enemy from the whole thing, but
Wow, 1.
he was the strongest one. He was the strongest one.
Was it the wizard?
Okay, it's.
No,
it's
it was
Talos,
not the
it's
wizard.
storm.
I did not
It's
remove
something
the
that
wizard.
Flies, isn't it?
No, there was a potential for when the guy summoned the Bloodhawks. There was also the ability to. Oh, I wasn't supposed to remove that. Oh well. For a weak party, they say don't remove this, but I
Do we have to
did.
kill something else?
No. You already are at max XP. He also was supposed to summon a hippogriff.
Oh my god, that would have wiped us.
Yeah, but like if he summoned the hippogriff, I was supposed to remove like 2 of the I would have had to like scale it to you guys. I was supposed to remove 2 guards and 4 of the hawks. So
You didn't scale.
I scaled by removing the hippogriff by accident.
Yeah, he
Okay,
removed the hippogriff.
it's still a harder encounter to fight more enemies than it is to fight the single hippogriff.
Hippogriffs are really awesome. Okay,
I know they
so
are. Still harder to fight multiple smaller enemies.
without a doubt, especially because all those enemies got advantage.
It's economy of
tactics.
actions.
Yep.
I mean, we can't really keep attacking multiple small enemies.
Exactly. Okay, so you go to the Paladin of Tyr, Elise. She thanks you for rescuing her squire, and she will spread the word of your noble and brave acts to members of the Order of the Gauntlet. So,
Plus extra 50 gold.
well, no.
Aw, but they did said he'd give us extra 50 gold.
Yes, he's giving you the extra 50 gold, and this is
There
funny.
we go.
It says he there's the character. One sec. He adds another 50 gold pieces each if they are to bring him safely back, and then it says in the back here that it's not each. I'm gonna just say you guys get more gold.
I mean, well, if it's not each, it ends up dividing evenly because we got 100 gold in the beginning. If we get 50 now, we all get 50 gold.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there's actually
50
more
gold
than
each.
that.
Boosh.
There's more. Sweet.
Hey, I'm not gonna complain. If
No
a lot
complaints.
of other people didn't join and I'm getting a lot of more money, I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Money.
Okay. Here.
How much more gold do I have? Because if I get even 50, I get to upgrade my armor, which is great.
One sec. I'm gonna write it down.
Gold, glorious gold. I'm half dragon, so it's
Fucking
like
awesome!
those friggin'
I bet those
dragonborns,
people
so
watching the
gold is
expedition
awesome.
are just waiting for us to die.
Probably are.
Did I just roll 6?
Yeah.
Cool. 12 charges now.
It has a max of 10 charges.
Son of a-
I'm pretty sure that
That's
every
actually
wand
ac-
does.
I'm looking at
in my
DMG.
DMG, it doesn't say it has a max charge, which is weird.
I think that's supposed to be intended then.
I'm unsure. Because otherwise, you can cast a lot of 9th-level magic missiles.
Yeah, you
I would
just-
agree.
you-
that
you
the
just-
cap would make sense.
Yeah. I mean, it is. I think other ones might say dated. I'm not sure.
The only things I've seen that actually have caps listed are like the staff of the Magi, which has a max of 150.
Staff of the Magi, you say?
Yeah, you'll never get it in AL, ever.
Damn it. Hope's crushed.
Staff of Power you might get in Elemental Evil. It's the ultimate staff for a wizard.
Hope's rekindled.
Yeah, if you get the Staff of Power, you will love it forever.
Be that creepy dragon in the tower with a pile of gold and just stroking the staff. Yes, precious, yes.
Staff adds +2 to 8 to your attack rolls and DC.
Cool. I just typed up all of the information about this. So that is the adventure name, the mini adventure name.
We get 100 gold each.
Yep.
I'm buying chainmail. I only get
Cool.
25.
Additionally, sorry, I forgot the one thing actually. Forgot your downtime and stuff.
Oh crap, I didn't level up. God damn it. Oh, that's terrible.
Everyone also gets 5 downtime, and if you are a member of the Order of the Gauntlet, you get 1 renown. No one else gets renown.
I feel very sad right now.
Oh my, we're up to 4 viewers. Hello, viewers, and welcome. We just finished our first mini episode, and we will get started on our second mini episode or adventure shortly.
I'm 20 experience off from leveling up.
I'm sorry.
It's like the ultimate sadness.
You'll get it after this next one, hopefully. I'm gonna use the
I
restroom
want to
real
sell
quick,
my
guys.
ring mail.
Yep, you guys are able to sell and do whatever. I'll be right back.
Okay, so
I read about this like expedition, man. Like I thought they said it was long, but man, actually it was pretty long.
apparently it's much longer than
Well, the first one is basically like Yeah, it's special. That's why Tom, when we played the second one with him, he started the second one. He didn't start the first one.
Weird. Anyway,
It's because the second one was like, he says
good
like
news, everyone.
shorter.
I won't die
Yay!
as easily.
Hooray!
Yep. I only get 25 gold now, but my armor class went up by 2.
Things I want to buy. What do I want to buy?
My AC is now 17.
Oh, you know what? You know what sucks? It's that I can't multi-class yet, so I can't wear light armor.
And I get 15 gold back from selling my ring mail. So I got 40 gold in total.
Yeah, well, Dagon, so is your actual name Joe, or what?
No, it's the short form.
Because I'm just, for the adventure log, do I put in your character name, or do your actual name?
You don't even put my
What?
name in there.
Because it says other players, I mean.
It's nothing of note. You don't have to add me.
Cool.
Okay.
I am back.
You don't even have to fill out that log sheet yet. You know that, right?
Yeah, you do it right at the end.
Yeah, I'm just putting stuff there for just the moment.
Well, whatever.
Cool.
How much
So
does a healer kit cost, Decoy?
5 GP.
Okay, I'm gonna deduct 5 GP for myself then.
10 charges. Just saying. Mark that down. My healer kits have 9 charges left.
How heavy is it?
Not that heavy.
Doesn't matter. My character's wielding a lot of stuff, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. For you, you probably have to keep track of your weight. I don't keep track of weight because I don't carry like all these crazy things.
Dude, I have 4 hand axes, 4 light hammers, 8 javelins, 3 primary weapons, ring mail, chainmail now. This character's crazy. Has so much. And ring mail is 55. No, chainmail is.
cool. So just let me know when you guys are ready, and we will.
I have 162
Press onward.
pounds on this character.
No, I'm good to go. I don't really have anything to buy.
And I have finished purchasing what I need to.
Okay.
I still don't see the limit on the magic missiles. I even look into the wands and DMG and it doesn't say anything.
Okay. I think there's supposed to be one, but even if it isn't.
Like none of the wands say anything about limits on charges. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No. I think it's maybe like implied since it starts with 10 charges, though it's not
The thing
explicitly
is,
stated.
it doesn't have a hard cap, so
Correct. It
it's
doesn't
impossible.
It doesn't.
to know.
Right. It doesn't state a hard cap. There might be a. There might be some.
Which would make a magic missile wand extremely powerful.
Right. Yeah. Like there might be a rule
given
somewhere.
time playing an actual campaign, sure.
There might be a rule somewhere.
I think I actually know what the rule might be. You might actually not have a cap, but every time you start a new campaign, it might have to start at 10.
I
Or
mean,
whatever this basic
that
value is.
that essentially assumes the cap is 10. Because the wand
or the
certainly
basic starting
the wand
value.
can be destroyed, and it would still count as a permanent magic item even if it is destroyed. In Adventures League, yeah, if you like get rid of a magic item or it's destroyed, but a non-consumable, it is still counts as a permanent magic item.
Wouldn't no magic missile wand be considered a consumable then?
Nope. It is a permanent magic item, and if it disappears, it is if you use all 10 charges and it dies, it is a permanent magic item that you cannot use anymore, but it still counts as a permanent magic item for Adventures League
Neat.
rules. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I understand why they did that.
Yep.
Because otherwise people would just take all the magic
Well, let's
items,
start
and
the
anytime they
next
don't want one, they would just
adventure.
be like, I threw it away. Yeah, I'm just checking one thing.
I just don't see anyone saying like there's a limit. There's homebrewing limits, but that's about it.
Kale might have to
It
actually
doesn't matter. I would
limit.
just I would assume that most DMs that you play with will assume the limit is 10. Even if you cannot find a place that states it. I can look it up for you later.
Regardless, I mean, a magic missile wand can fire at almost. Isn't it? It can fire one 9th level magic missile before it's at one charge at max.
If you're assuming you're only doing a single missile, yeah. Though assuming
A lot of
time,
missiles, man.
assuming time isn't an issue, it's more efficient to do first level ones.
Why? You only get one missile with a magic missile wand.
Do you? I don't remember. I thought you got I thought it was just
I don't
like
think
the
it
spell.
casts the.
I thought
Actually,
it
I'm not
is.
sure.
I think it's like the spell. I'm not 100% sure though. But let's get started. Yeah. So you are once again at Lady Sage's party. As you finish your shifts at Mistress Sage's party, you are approached by a tall, middle-aged man dressed in fine silk clothes. He gestures at two burly dwarf bodyguards who move away from their master, allowing him to speak to you privately. I have been told that you are mercenaries with a variety of skills. I have a problem that persons with your skills might solve for me. However, before I continue, I must have your word that you will be discreet.
Define discreet.
He says, if you need a definition for discreet, maybe you're not the best people for the job.
Ignore him. We know what discreet means. You have our word.
He's a little suspicious of this.
Okay, I will speak for myself. You have my word.
Very well. And you too? Was this some form of weird joke?
Discreet's pretty self-explanatory.
I'm glad
I'm
you're
just
not
extremely
as
sarcastic.
I'm
So
glad you're not
I'm
as
from a
simple
ship.
as you let
Sorry.
on. Well, allow me to.
My crew's used to making crude, sarcastic remarks like that.
Ah,
My bad.
yes. Here as the nobility of Mulmaster usually are straightforward, or at least forward, when we're talking of the truth. My problem is, you see, my son has recently fallen in with someone that could tarnish the Stowe family name. I am Count Blazon Stowe, and I would not like my boy to be with this woman. It would be bad for the name of the family.
What is this woman's stature? Why is it so poor that it involves disgrace?
This is none of your concern.
It is, in terms of removal. It's harder to get rid of a noble.
I understand that. So since we are trying to be discreet, she is a mere serving girl. She is a waitress at a local tavern. Certainly not nobility.
Very well, that simplifies things.
I'm not completely sure what her name is. It's Helga or Ilga, something equally trite. Something that my son could never be with. But I have forbade my son from consorting with her, but and yet he disobeys me.
To be young.
To be young is one thing, but when handed an ultimatum like the one I gave, even young, you would have to be a true fool to ignore it.
So
I'm
are
assuming
you
the
saying
ultimatum was dump her or lose finances.
He says, "You're a quick one. In fact, it was stop seeing her or lose the inheritance."
he chose love, didn't he?
He chose puppy love at least.
I have an idea of how to sort this out, but continue.
I would rather not. I think this is all that needs to be said. I'm happy to provide you a couple leads or a little bit of information. But the less we talk, the better, in my opinion.
Well, there's been no
Sure.
mention of what we get for,
That's true.
Ah,
Compensation
yes.
at least needs to be.
Compensation. That is always the issue at hand. And I understand the risk that you will be put in and your special set of skills. I will pay you the three of you a total of 200 gold to a more than considerable sum.
Would you give us a bonus if we make your son come back? While pretty much forswearing any woman that would ever sway him the same way.
Well,
It's one thing to make
No,
one woman disappear. It's much more difficult to make him more compliant to your wishes for the future.
I have no need to. This compensation is completely fair. If you are not interested in 200 gold pieces,
I'm interested.
then I
It
will
just-
simply take it to another person with a similar set of skills. Mulmaster is filled with you, after all. You're not special.
So
You-
very true.
Well, we're interested. We'll take up the job.
I am not someone that says no to money.
I'm forgetting. Are we getting rid of her, or we're just getting?
I have an idea.
Okay.
Alright, so,
We're done talking to the guy, so we're gonna be off to the side talking about this, right?
Okay.
alright.
He says, well, very well. I'll let you get to your business. Is there anything you need from me?
The location of where she serves.
Yeah, you indeed are fast. You see, she is currently serving drinks at the Black Blade and Bloody Boar Tavern, a truly disreputable establishment in the southern section. I wouldn't be seen anywhere near there.
Alright, this should be easy.
And just
I'm just gonna be laughing maniacally to myself.
just to make everything clear, you have until 6 bells the following morning to get him back to my estate,
Alright.
to the Stowe Manor.
Okay.
As you wish, Count.
And of course, no damage will be done to the boy.
No damage will be done.
Very well.
I step up and ask. I request that you send a chariot. Then.
A chariot? You want to take a chariot to Southern Mulmaster?
No, for your son. When we bring him out of the.
So you
tavern.
want me to send a chariot to Southern Mulmaster to transport my son? You don't think that would draw attention? I thought the point was to be discreet.
To be discreet is correct, totally correct. That's why we will not be taking a chariot.
Yeah,
A wagon would be
he's
much
full.
more
He's
acceptable.
full.
Wagon, chariot, same thing.
He says I
He's
cannot.
retarded. Sorry about the halfling. He's a bit retarded.
He says, I cannot be concerned with such trivialities as arranging your wagon ride. Here's 5 gold pieces to pay any bribes or wagon that you need.
Sure.
That should be more than enough to cover any any expenses.
All right. I know exactly what to do with this 5 gold.
So very kind, Count. All right, we'll be off.
I look forward to seeing you in the morrow.
Okay. Just let me know when he's gone.
At least we'll never run into any bandits.
He
Now that we have
leaves.
money.
Okay, is he gone?
Yeah, he left. You guys
Okay,
are now by
guys, I
yourself,
think the easiest thing
still
to do
in the
here-
estate. So you are still like at this party. But you
Now,
found a
we're-
secluded place. You found a
Yeah,
secluded
party.
place.
Okay, we need to go find a secluded place.
No, you
then.
found a secluded place in the estate.
All right. Okay. Well then, my plan is to make it look like this serving wench is just trying to, gold dig, trying to marry into a position of good financial power. Easily
And-
done by by taking her hostage, making her write a statement that says, "Goodbye, you're worthless to me. I found someone better."
Or
And
should-
just
or-
for clarification, the time it is currently 9 bells.
Goddamn
6
bells.
bells tomorrow, right?
So we gotta do this
Yep.
fast.
Hey, so when you talked about the letter or whatever, we could just say she found out about his
We
father's
have to make her
ultimatum.
write it. We
The
have to make her
ultimatum.
write it.
I know, I'm saying, when we make her write it, it can say that she found about the ultimatum that was set.
She was
From her
bribed
father.
off, and she chose money over love. That's all we gotta do.
Okay.
And then we kill her and throw her away.
You are so lucky. I'm neutral.
Wait, am I the only lawful evil person here?
I'm neutral, so I don't give a damn.
That's my ultimate solution for this situation.
Ianson, what are you?
Neutral good.
Neutral good?
I don't think that'll fly very well with you.
I mean, I guess.
I'd rather not kill her. Maybe like just make her leave the city would be good enough.
Yeah, we can
Just
we can,
look away when I'm dealing with the prisoner.
Okay, I am really confused about how these adventures are proofread. They are literally.
Oh man.
I mean, this has always been like I've had issue with the proofreading because it doesn't look like they're ever proofread. But literally, the name of the tavern changes.
Did you read the expeditions for the first season?
Yeah. I mean, it's not all of them. I read some of them, but this is like the name of the tavern is changing. In one place, it's the Black Blade and Bloody Boar, and the other place, it's the Leaning Boot. And both names are used like at least 3 times.
What the hell?
What?
They literally like it's not even similar. Like I don't.
Are we not? Are you sure we're not going to different bars?
No, I read this like 100 times, and by that I mean like 2.
What?
They're definitely there's only one bar.
You should speak with Rob about
No,
how
no,
bad the.
I think I know how we.
expeditions
I think
are.
I know how we justify it. It's a bad part of town, right? New management every 5 minutes.
True. True. There you go. Guess that's the way it works.
You should speak with Rob Dean about how bad these expeditions are proofread.
You what? We say that again?
You should speak with Rob about how bad these expeditions are
It's another
proofread.
ALDM.
Yeah. Oh, Rob Matthews?
Yeah,
Yeah. Rob is a good friend of mine.
yeah. He'll tell you how bad like some of the season 1s are.
Oh, I've spoken about it, but I don't want to malign Adventures League. They do a great job, though I do wish their proofreading was a little better.
Whatever. We'll go with the old masters get killed and then they put up a new sign.
Okay, yeah. So continue your plan. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us with the.
We've got one lawful good guy, so
Not
apparently
lawful good.
Not lawful.
He's
I'm neutral good.
neutral good, whatever.
Regardless, my plan is pretty evil.
Let's modify your plan a little bit. since we have a good.
We could send her off, like, bring
Yeah,
her to
well-
the harbor and make her forcefully take refuge on a ship that's going
Yeah,
away
we can
forever,
still-
and
we're
warn her
still
that if
on
she
a
comes
boat.
back, she'll probably hit repercussions. We could also frame her for a crime.
Let's just stow her on a boat, okay?
Stow her on the boat, and we also have to frame her for a crime, so she has no incentive to ever come back to Mulmaster,
That's what the threat
even
is
for love. Even
That's
for
what
love.
the threat is for. We're threatening on pain of death here.
Okay.
Do we have to get rid of her? Can we just get the boy back and
And
make
so-
him not care about the girl anymore? Is that enough?
That's how we make him stop caring about the girl.
That's what the letter was for. Is that basically she dumped him for a richer person.
Or she just accepted a bribe from the family and sold him out.
But we don't want him to turn against
We
the father.
don't want him to seek her out and then get the truth. So that's why we have to get her out of the town forever.
That's what I'm saying. The letter is
I mean,
to say
my
that
my
she
method
dumped
was
her.
the easiest, killing her, but apparently we're going to stow her on a boat now.
We don't even know anything about this girl. Let's just see what this girl's like first. Maybe she's already rotten to the core and be easier if she was. You never know.
Okay, so let's. Okay,
Fine, yeah. To
Let's
the bar.
Let's go first. Yes, go see it. To the bar. To the bloody bladed boar or whatever.
And we got 5 gold that's not in our pocket. Well, not coming out of our pocket to bribe everyone on the way. We'll be fine.
Going to the black bladed boar tavern.
Okay, so
I
as
still say that we use that money for a chariot to go back to the
We're
mansion.
not taking a chariot,
No.
goddammit.
No, because
This
if we
free-
make the kid think that she's a horrible person, he'll want us to escort him home anyway. Won't
Yeah.
Take
Escort
money.
somebody home from a bad district. You know we're gonna get attacked by bandits, right?
I think I
The
can.
kid looks rich.
I think I can.
You know that.
persuade bandits to not
I've
attack us.
seen Mallmaster. Have you seen Mallmaster? I've seen Mallmaster, and I know a bad part of town. You walk with
Question,
any type
is
of
this
gold.
part of town that we're going to covered by the Zents?
they definitely have a presence here. I don't know if I would say covered.
Okay, they have a presence here though.
Yeah, they'll have some presence, but it's
Okay,
not
I'm
like
pretty sure I can deal with the bandits then.
it's not like super open, but they have a presence.
If we take a chariot, we will never get attacked. I guarantee it. You don't want to walk. You want to like ride in a safe little box, so
I
nobody
ignore
can
so we
attack
walk
you.
towards the bar.
But that's the thing. There's a whole reason why we have the giant fighter guy with us with all the weapons. If he has all those weapons on display, it's like, don't fuck with us.
Yeah, all my weapons. are
Never
worn in my
been,
journal.
you know.
They're not in my backpack or anything. They're actually worn on my armor. It's pretty obvious I plan to use them at any given point in time.
You guys have never been living in cities, have you?
Live in
No, I
cities,
live
but we're
on
trying to
boats.
be discreet, and a chariot draws attention. I'm sorry.
Chariot does draw attention. And not only that, if we lose the chariot, we'd probably have to pay for it. I don't have money for a chariot. Do you?
I'm not spending my money on a chariot.
Maybe Ed's not thinking of like a nice elaborate chariot.
Not like
but,
looking at
but like,
it's a
you know,
a carriage.
yeah,
you know?
maybe a fast,
a coach.
A carriage and a chariot are two fucking different things.
But the thing, okay, look at this. Yinsen / Ed or whatever. The point is, we're going to a bad part of town. Who rides in, whether the chariot be nice and decorated or crappy,
can get a
into
chariot-
that without being noticed?
We can get a carriage or something on the way out. We don't go in there with it. We draw attention to ourselves.
Of course
It's
not. We
not
use it to
discreet.
leave.
You idiot! You're telling us to go there with it, which would draw attention to us.
I thought you were saying we were riding in on.
No, not riding it. Riding out. We ride out.
Riding out makes sense. Riding in doesn't.
well,
Riding out with the chariot. But first, let's
time
just get
out.
to the damn bar.
You need to get the chariot in if you're gonna ride out with it.
Or is there
We
like
can
a
find
coach
one there.
or a what do you call it? Carriage in that side of town?
There are a couple, like taxis
Right.
and taxi
That's all we need is a
services.
taxi. Not even
Yeah.
an elaborate one. We just need a taxi.
There you go. We will buy a taxi on the way out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hail a taxi
Not on the way
out.
in though.
We're gonna walk in nonchalantly, just be like, people who you don't want to fuck with, which is normal in a bad side of town, and talk to the chick. Okay, let's keep this rolling.
And can I buy some like poor people clothing?
Yeah, you can buy poor people clothing for
I look like a pirate, so I don't think I have to.
whatever the cost is. It's gonna. I'll look it up real quick.
Commoner clothing? I'm gonna
Yeah,
buy
it's
some, a
commoner
set of
clothing.
commoner clothing and put it in my backpack.
Yep. What is that, like 5 silver, 2 silver, something like that?
I don't know.
It's
I'm
like
level
5
5 now.
gold.
No, it's not 5 gold. Yeah, right.
Common clothing is 5 silver.
Shut up! It's 5 gold.
Well, I don't have to.
No,
I
that's a
don't have to do
costume.
that.
Never
I'm a
mind. My
friggin'-
bad. It is a costume.
I'm a friggin' dragonborn, rarely seen as it is. So
Yeah, and I have a bad reputation, and I
Yeah,
have
5 silver.
pirate clothing.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do?
to the Black Bladed Boar Tavern or whatever the hell it's called to talk
Yeah,
to.
whatever the hell it is.
Let's call it the Leaning Boot.
Okay,
I
to
got
the
a better
Leaning Boot.
idea. Let's call it the Swimmy Swammy.
Nope, the Leaning Boot.
Fuck you, it's the Swimmy whatever. I concede.
Alright, so to the Leaning Boot.
I just didn't get your reference, so I'm sorry.
There was no reference, I just said gibberish.
Oh, okay, got it. So to the Leaning Boot, you as you get to the Leaning Boot, you see it's you're directed. You get to like a dockside tall house, and you're directed into the basement. And you have to go down a rickety set of moldering stairs to get there, and then you see that the Leaning Boot is marked only by a salt-stained old boot nailed to a post at the top of a set of narrow steps leading down to a nondescript door. Before you open it, however, a laughing half-orc wearing sailor's homespun staggers from the place, reeking of alcohol. Blood trickles from various cuts on his face, and a knife protrudes from his shoulder. "Slow night," he grumbles before stumbling drunkenly down the road.
I give him a sailor's welcome, sailor's greeting.
Howdy ho!
As you enter, it's lit by candles and lanterns, but it is fairly bright. It smells strongly of ale, wine, pipe smoke, and waterlogged wood. There's muted laughter, clinking glasses, and wood scraping against the floors. Yeah.
I wear a cloth over my face as we go in.
God, this place is a dump. So walk up to the bar, I guess, and ask for what was her name? He didn't even actually give us a name, did he? It was just like
He
Hilda or
did.
something.
He just said it was a serving lunch. We'll ask how many serving lunches they have. And if they want to buy ginseng as an extra one.
Okay, so go to the bar, ask the barkeep how many serving lunches he has, and
You-
offer Jensen for a good price.
Your uploaded thing just lowered the volume of everything.
Is this better?
1 second. I had to manually
Okay.
move TeamSpeak back up because when you upload a thing to Roll20,
Got it.
It
You have it
suppresses.
automated. Yeah.
yeah.
As you get there, or you walk up to the lady and the bartender, and you see she's an elderly human woman, barely 5 feet in height. She has a pipe in her mouth, and she says, "What can I get you? What can I get you?"
I want to kind of just flash a certain gold coin in my hand and say, we're looking for a particular bar wench of yours.
You're looking for somebody? Well, why don't you sit down, have a drink?
Sure.
No, thank you. But do you have some food?
Yeah, we have a kitchen.
Give me the special.
I'll place 2 gold coins down to cover any expenses that we're making here.
She looks like really in shock at your putting down 2 gold. She's like, "Oh, I see you're not from around here."
I'm gonna poke our
I'm
friend in
quite
the
used to
ribs.
places like this. This is just to speed along toying around with us. Just please assist us in our information gathering.
She takes the 2 gold and she says, what are you looking for?
Serving wenches.
We're looking for a bar wench who is currently charming a particular noble boy.
Well, we have a lot of people who serve for us.
Again, this particular one would be hanging around a rather extravagant patron.
You know, I don't think you have the right place, darling. It's we don't have extravagant people here.
Not to your knowledge, apparently. I guess that's fruitless. Oh well.
Give me an insight check.
Oh, that's right. I can roll that. Let's see. Is that all of us or just me?
No, just you. You get the sense that she might be hiding something, and as she's like, well, we don't get any extravagant people, but let me bring out your ale, and I'll put your order in right away, darling. And she
Before she can leave,
she-
I want to kind of grab my hand axe and stab it into the table and say, you know, I don't like being lied to.
she says, I see
Neither
somebody's
do
a little feisty. You seems
Yes,
like you need a little
Zentarians
ale
usually are.
to calm you down. I'll be right back. And she grabs your
I told her
cheek.
to not move.
If you move, we're going to perhaps make you not.
Not move. This is
look
my
at-
establishment, boys.
And I'm remember the Harpers.
She says, "Hey, everybody, we got some big fellas here. They don't want Ma to move," and everybody just starts laughing. And then as everyone's laughing, she
I
just
roll for
turns
initiative.
around, and as everyone's laughing, she just turns around and starts, going to the bar and going to the tap to pour some ale. You
Why
don't
would
have to
you
roll
even try?
initiative. If you want to attack someone, you just do it.
Don't attack anybody. She was just laughing at us. Like, I can't believe you told her not to move in this type of establishment.
Apparently, my particular faction does not have much sway here.
It wouldn't. This place is a dump, and come on, we
Where
saw
do you
half.
think my faction operates?
Why would she? People of the Zents are not open about things like that.
People should usually be intimidated by it.
You didn't say that you were a member of the Zent. You put
Yeah,
down
I
an.
did. I flashed my gold coin. The
Oh.
Zentarium signal is the gold coin.
Oh, I thought you were like giving her a gold coin. My
no,
apologies.
I flashed it.
Well,
My
you said a
apologies.
Particular gold coin. I thought we were talking about the money that we got
Particular
from the
gold
dude.
coin.
Yeah, I also thought we were talking about money.
Sorry, when I use the term particular gold coin, I'm referencing my faction's.
That makes sense.
Okay.
And I was trying to intimidate her with my Lord's Alliance intimidation action, to be honest.
Didn't you say
The
Harper's?
Oh, sorry, Hawks. Sorry, Hawks.
There you go. The Harpers confused me because I was like, the Harpers would have no sway here.
She's
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Harpers do nothing.
either way. She comes back with your ales and she says, "Here, a cup of ale for everybody." She says, "Our special today is we have the rockfish. It's braised and boiled and then broiled. I don't know. Someone else makes it."
Sounds delicious.
She says, "But I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble. What were you looking for? Let's just get this over with."
Serving wench.
We have about 5. We have between, any night maybe 3 women are working here, and there are a total of 10 ladies.
Nah,
Does anyone remember the noble's name? I don't remember it.
It's Count.
You mean the noble's name that you never asked?
It's Count Blazing.
God damn it, we never asked the noble's name!
Nope, you only know his last name.
Well, we know his last name. That's all we need.
Blazing Stower, right?
Yeah, Blazin is the, Blazin Stowe is the father.
Alright, so I'm assuming the son will share the last name.
Likely.
Alright, then I'm gonna say the wench that generally serves Mr. Blazing Stowe.
Blazin Stowe? That's somebody from the posh part of town. Never met the guy. Heard the name once or twice.
Yeah, we're looking for his son, maybe?
His son? I didn't
Yes.
even know he had a son.
Apparently he does. Do you have any
Are there any
patrons that
are
come
there
in that
any-
particularly are fancy of a particular wench? That's all we really need to know.
Yeah, of course people have their favorites. We do have one lady who's been meeting up with strangers in the taverns and spends a lot of time with them when she isn't working. You know,
That
it's
sounds like
actually been
particularly good lead.
been a problem. She's actually missed a couple shifts to do so. Sometimes she shows up work exhausted, frantic, I don't know, as if the Storm Lord himself was pent up or inside her trying to get out or something. I don't know. I just hope she's enjoying everything she's getting.
Can you point us in her direction?
Yeah, you know, this is one of the lady. You know, there's something called privacy in our part of town. You know what I mean?
I throw her another gold coin.
She says, you do know what I mean. Exactly. Privacy. She pockets the gold coin and she says, you see, privacy is not a right. Privacy is something that we pay for. We pay for the right to privacy. And when someone pays more for the for knowledge, they get the knowledge.
I'll pass one more,
And she
but I'm
says,
going to be looking visibly frustrated and angry.
She says, "Oh my, you gentlemen are really want this person. Well, let me give you a hint. I think the girl you're seeking, her name is Ilva. She
That
works
was
at."
one of the names presented, wasn't it?
It was not. No, the names presented were Helga. Yeah, no, it was the name presented. Helga or Ilga. So no, this was
Silga
not a
the
name.
one presented.
Helga, Ilga, and were the names presented. This lady's name is Ilva.
I'll ask if she has any bar wenches by those previous two names. If not, that sounds fairly similar.
She says, yeah, we have a Helga here. Helga's here has been working for us a real long time. She's basically like a daughter to me.
Daughter, you say?
Well, like a daughter. I don't have any kids myself, you know.
Has she been fancying any particular patrons as of late?
Oh, you know, she's always working the crowd. She's a mover and a shaker like her mother. Your mother was a very beautiful lady. So, you know, I don't know if she fancies any patrons, but some patrons certainly fancy her.
Well, guys, what do we want to do?
Well, I guess we should. I don't know. Try.
Alright,
Helga fits in.
I want to know one more thing about Helga. Do you believe that she is a good person, or do you think she is scamming this kid?
Helga? What kid? You know, I'm not so Helga's, you know, she likes a good tip, but she's not a scam artist or anything. Though, you know, I think there's something else you might be interested in. A couple 10 days ago, now that I remember, my memory's been refreshed a little bit. You know, a couple of those silly nobles, real young folk, came into the tavern looking for, like, excitement, I don't know. And maybe they expected, I don't know what they wanted in this part of town, and she takes a couple puffs from her, pipe. I'm actually gonna put a pipe in my mouth to really get in the mood.
I'll pass another gold coin and ask, where the hell can we find
No,
out?
no, no. She was continuing talking. I was just.
It's like, damn it, dude, stop giving out gold. Shit.
She
It's not my gold, I don't care.
She says, you see, that when those nobles came in, Ilva stepped in to protect them when some sailors were about to turn them upside down and shake them for loose coins. Since then, one of the noble lads been following her around like a lovesick puppy.
That sounds like the person we're looking for.
Yeah, well, that's Ilva, not Helga.
Okay, then Ilva is definitely the one we are seeking. And you say that she's been useless to you as of late.
I don't know if useless is the term I would use. She's been late for a couple of shifts.
Profitable?
You know, her pay is based on on performance and attendance. So you know, if she's tardy, she's getting less pay. So she's still profitable to me. But I mean, she could do more.
Okay, so where can we find Ilva?
You know, I don't know where she is. I haven't seen her in about 3 days. But you know, one of the other ladies, Mixie over here, she may know her. She's real friendly with her.
Alright.
So instead of surrounding Mixie, let's wave her over or something like that.
Can you wave her over for us?
She says, Mixie, these gentlemen would like your finest treatment. Why don't you get them some of the nice stuff out back? And Mixie says, she says, oh, of course. And you see, Mixie is a young half-elf woman with short, dark hair and but several scars on her face and neck, and she goes out to the back, and then she comes back with a bottle of whiskey, real fine whiskey. It's Faerun Livet, and she says, "Gentlemen, welcome. Here's a table for you, and I'll be your server this evening."
Alright.
So they're a huge fan of half-elves, just by the way.
Is there other
Dragonborn.
than this drink? Is there anything I can get you?
Yes. Yes, there is.
And now that she's a little closer, you notice that there's a dagger on her hip, and yeah.
I think Torrid should ask the question.
We hear that you're friends with Ilva.
Although I want to ready a hand on one of my blades.
So we know we hear you're a friend of Ilva, and we have some business with her, and we're wondering if you knew where she was, or will be.
What do you mean? Yeah, I'm friendly with her. She's one of the girls here. But you know, you've noticed that once you mentioned Ilva, her face kind of changes. She's no longer like the friendly, affable, cheerful Mixie half elf that you had been talking to. She's you know, she's much more expressionless now. She says, yes, I know. I don't know where Elva is.
Can I roll insight?
When was the
last time I saw her was about 3 days ago, when she came into work. We worked the same shift. You guys know that something's up here.
I particularly know.
You guys also notice that she has stray red highlights in her hair, as if it were dyed red at one point, but later dyed black to cover it.
Is that important?
I think it is. She's hiding who she is. Of course, if you have random strands of red hair when it's dyed black, it's obviously hiding. So then look at.
She says, "So, will there be anything else to eat or drink tonight, gentlemen?"
I'll take another ale. Okay.
What's her name again?
Mixie?
Mixie, you don't hide your emotions very well. When we mentioned, was it Ilva?
Ilva, yeah.
Ilva, yeah.
Yeah. You didn't look to be happy. You better tell me what you know,
Oh,
or else you might disappear tomorrow morning.
I told you I don't know Ilva, and she pouts and
You didn't say
storms
you didn't know
off.
Ilva. I kind of want to do a grapple.
Okay, yeah, you're able.
Because she clearly stated she knows them, and now she's saying she doesn't.
You don't have to grapple. You can just grab her arm as she's leaving. You grab her arm, and she says, "Just leave me alone."
I want my second hand to go to the dagger, so that she can't grasp it and assault me with it.
Okay, yeah, you're saying, yeah, you grab her right hand, which is her dagger, where the dagger is, and you quickly grab her dagger. What do you say?
I want to point out the contradiction. That's pretty much it. I'm friendly with Ilva. I don't know this Ilva.
I don't know her well. I've served with her before. Now just leave me alone.
Hey, there's no need for to be panicked. If she's in trouble, we can help her. Is that why?
As you have grabbed her arm, a couple of patrons have noticed this, and 4 gentlemen have stood up and are they're wearing like pirate garb, and which isn't uncommon for this place. It is right on the docks. Come up and they say, "Excuse me, I think the young lady wants to be left alone. Do you not know how to treat a lady?"
I look at these pirates and I tell them, "This does not concern you. Leave us." And I give an intimidating look.
They say, "We are actually, this does concern us. We Mixie here is our we stand up for women, and we don't like when men treat them wrong."
Go away.
I kind of want to bring up my own background here
Yeah.
and ask them: are they really going to start a fight with another crew?
They say, we
I'm in pirate garb as well, right?
Yes, you said you were. They say, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a nice brawl, and one of them takes out his scimitar and he starts slapping the dull side, not the dull, but the flat part of the blade.
Take out a dagger.
I just want to laugh and
I tell Quinn to hold the girl down.
Give me a okay. Yeah. So yeah, continue talking.
Yeah, I told Quinn to take hold of the girl so she doesn't get away, and I tell Dagon, let's do this.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take hold of the girl and sort of scoot off
I'll
to the
take
side.
out my hanger and my and let's see what would be appropriate in this situation.
As the sailors, let's go.
I'll take out.
You
my,
want to do this?
anchor
Let's do
flail.
this.
They say they walk up to Torrinda and they say two of them surround him and they say, "Let her go."
I'm gonna go ahead and take the initiative then.
You
I'll be aiming to do non-lethal damage.
Yeah. As you hit one of the guys, suddenly the fight has now broken out. You hit one of them in the back, and
Although this is my surprise round, I also want to take a second swing.
okay. There's not a surprise round.
Not a surprise round?
No, everyone
Still,
knew
I
that.
can do this as a single thing, so I kind of want to do it.
That's fine. You can still do it. So as you smash him once and then and hit him with the anchor flail. You hit him first with the flail, and then after that you hit him with the flat side of your hanger, and the guy just falls down. Yinsen, you're up. I'm just gonna make up initiative.
Alright,
roll?
who's next?
Do we roll initiative?
No, I'm just gonna make it up. Yinsen, you're up. It's not gonna matter. The
Alright,
combat's
who's next?
gonna be over.
Is I
Yinsen,
ready for... Or is I ready my 2 daggers?
you are up, dude.
And I ready my 2 daggers waiting for whoever comes near me.
Okay.
Yes.
Torinda, you're up. Your 2 guys
Uh,
are
t-
in front of you.
Didn't Dagon knock out one?
Yes.
So turn, look at the other guy. Do you really want to continue with this? I mean, we're just trying to talk to her. You don't really need to go this far.
He
We just wanted to
said,
catch her.
I
before
kind
she
of just
ran
want to be standing there snarling while he's saying this.
give me, Torinda, give me an intimidation check with advantage for Dagon and knocking the guy down and stuff.
That should be good.
off. So I get +3 to intimidation. So sweet.
That advantage really helped there.
Yeah, they're like, okay, one of them pushes you away a little bit and says, yeah, we don't have to do this, but lay off the girl.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
No
we're
harm
not
will
trying
come
to
to
hurt her.
her. We are just pressing her for information.
As he pushes you away from her, she begins to slowly creep towards the door.
Sit there.
Can I make a
sit there
tackle?
and- no, I'm. Before you try and tackle her, I'm gonna say like, let her go, let her go. We'll follow her as soon as she gets out.
All right. I'll stow my weapons.
We're gonna sit. We're gonna like, all right, cool. We laid off her. Hey, how about a drink on us? And I wait over the tavern keeper to get him a drink.
They say that's exactly what we need. I think that would do a lot to mend our relationships, one crew to another.
Yeah, it was all fun here, man.
Agree.
Have
It was a
fun.
nice brawl. How a bit short and one-sided.
They like say,
But you are brave,
I like
just
your audacity, your brazenness.
And I like your bravery.
Well,
I just start following
and
you.
they
Hopefully we
sit
won't
down
have to
and
meet on
join.
the seas.
They'll sit down and say, you're joining us for the drink.
Unfortunately, we can't. We're on a time schedule that we must abide by. High amount of coin, you understand.
I understand you. You got plundering to do.
Exactly.
And you realize that you've noticed that in this conversation, Mixie has ducked out of the door, and yeah.
I followed
I
her.
salute them and run
I
after
didn't
her.
stay with
Yeah, our halfling was following her. Then.
Are you gonna? Yeah. So Yinsen was kind of like trailing her, but while you guys were like talking to the bandits, so they didn't like see that you guys were following her. And Yinsen, you see her run into an apartment across the way.
Come back and get us.
Oh, and just a reference, the rage damage doesn't apply until I level up, ever.
The rage
Just in
damage?
case
Are you taking a level of
If you
barbarian?
look at the anchor flail and stuff,
Oh,
I have
okay.
it set up.
Got it,
It's
got it.
pre-set-up because I'm instantly taking a barbarian level after.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Just ignore it for now.
Cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So,
After I see where she goes, I get the crew.
all right. So, she went into the building across the way. You say. So we're gonna try and sneak in, or we're just gonna bust in, guns blazing, basically, technically, so to speak.
I like busting down doors.
Yinsen, you cool with us busting in?
I'm just here to get the money.
All right. So, guess our fighter guy's gonna bust in the door in the apartment that she went into.
Okay, are you gonna
Yep.
try the door, like, to see if it's locked first, or no?
It's up to the fighter.
You know what?
I
That
guess.
actually might be a better idea. Yeah, let's do that.
It's locked.
Okay, now I'm gonna kick down the door.
Give me a give me an athletics check as you try and bash the door in.
Does anyone want to help me before I do this? 2 feet are better than 1.
help since I've got a little bit more weight than the halfling.
Okay, so that gives me advantage, right?
Yep. You push your shoulder into it and you got it, and then you take a step back and you kick the door, and it just swings open, and you guys suddenly see Mixie trembling in a corner holding a dagger. She says,
I tell her
"Please,
to drop
please
it,
don't kill me.
or
Please."
she's gonna get a javelin through the heart.
As she sees you open the door, she says, "But please don't kill me. I'll tell you everything. Just don't make me go back there." She says, trembling.
Drop the dagger, or get a javelin through the high.
She drops the dagger and she says, "They're all as mad as rabid dogs, and that terrible man is the worst of them. With all his stories about fire, it's witchcraft, pure and simple. Don't make me go back there."
Okay.
We're not gonna make you go anywhere you don't want to go. We just need you to tell us what you know.
She says, "Okay." She points to your hip and where you have a water skin, and she yeah.
Oh, you want some water? Here's some water.
She takes the water skin and she unscrews it, and she takes a sip, and she starts her slowly over 30 seconds or so her breathing slows down a little bit, and she says, "Okay, yeah. So I do know Ilva. You see, she at first she was very quiet, shy and very kind. She came as a refugee from Flan to Lawmaster, but then one day she just came to work more animated than I'd ever seen her. She was talking about hearing something that changed her life. It was like I don't know, like a religious, people find God or something. She said a dwarf
Find a god, you mean?
Well, find God,
There's
the expression.
multiple gods.
Not find a God. Find God, the expression. She said a dwarf spoke to her about how to get everything she wanted in life. She insisted that I come listen when the dwarf spoke again. So what happened was we then went to this. She took me to the shack in a Zent ghetto in the city the next day, where we sat with a group of other people, and and the dwarf. She takes another sip of her water skin. She says, "You see, the dwarf with flaming red hair and a red beard, he came into the shack and spoke about the fire within all people, how to use that fire to get what you want, how to use your passions to make your life better. He was enthralling, and we started attending his talks regularly. We even cut our hair
This
short."
took place in a Zent ghetto.
Yes.
Through my information of being a Zent, do I know of any scams in the region that involve this kind of activity? Zent-based?
You wouldn't. I don't know if I would call it a scam, but there is a group that goes by the name of the Flames that kind of matches this description.
Yeah, all right.
You don't know
the Flames aligned with the Zentarium, or are they just a party that we know of?
They're a party that you know of that has been operating in your turf.
All right.
You do not, but you do not know much about them. You just so far they've.
All right. I just wanted to know whether or not I would actually be able to, if they were Zentarium or not.
Yeah, they're not Zentarum, but so far they haven't caused any problems for the Zens. So you guys have let them continue operating. You know where they are and stuff.
All right.
She says we even cut our hair and dyed it to represent the fire within our new true selves. It was all very enthralling, and she just kind of looks up in the sky. It looks up at the ceiling, kind of looking happy for a minute.
So
all right.
When
so what went
when
wrong?
did this turn back? Exactly.
When did this go wrong?
Well,
actually, I don't really care, and we don't have the time to actually find out why we should care. We kind of just need to know, where the hell did we go?
Well, let me tell you about how it went wrong, or sort of went wrong. You see, one day, at a special meeting for only the most loyal of followers. The talk got particularly intense. There was chanting and dancing. The room grew terribly hot, and I had a vision. I had envisioned the entire building was engulfed in flames and the speaker transformed into some sort of creature made of fire. I mean, I know it wasn't real, but it still scared me. I never returned after that. And then after that, Ilva was very angry that she thought I abandoned her. She warned me that if I talked about him, the speaker, I would regret it. It seemed more a concern than a threat, but I always had a little bit of doubt. Was it a threat? Would Ilva threaten me?
You never know with these religious fanatics. It could have been an actual threat.
Could be a worship of mimics. You never know.
Yeah.
All right, so where's this shack so that we can, hopefully find Ilva.
She says, well, before I tell you where it is, may I ask why you want to know where she is?
We just need to find the boy that she's probably either trying to convert or courting for additional coin.
Oh, yeah, the boy, what was his name? Sebastian, I think?
We have no idea what his first name is, but the last name... Fuck, I forget his last name.
Well, either way, regardless of his name, I think she was going steady with this, sort of going steady with this nobleman's son, named kid was named Sebastian. She started taking him to hear the speaker's message, and I assume that he's probably still regularly going to the talks with Ilva in the shack.
Did he seem particularly taken with the message, or did he just go for her sake?
I'm not really sure. I didn't have a ton of interaction with him. We kind of were splitting off. That was around the time that I left. Yeah.
All right.
But I know
Well,
that the two seem very infatuated with each other.
Would it be safe to assume that you no longer wish to be known in these areas?
I mean, this is my home. I mean, I haven't been here forever.
When you said
but
don't take us back, did you mean to the bar, or did you mean to this cult?
To the cult. To those crazies.
Well then, we no longer have any business with you since we've gotten our information.
She says,
sorry about your door. Do you want a hug?
Yeah, a hug would be really nice.
Ginseng, go give her a hug. We got something to go find and kill.
Dagon get an inspiration point for offering a hug and then not giving her one. Jensen, are you gonna walk up to her and give her a hug?
Yeah. I give her a hug.
She
I tell her it's best that you don't say anything about this anymore.
As you walk up to her, she bends down a little and to hold you, and she says, "Oh, I won't, little friend. I won't." And she just kind of holds you for a minute, and is just deep in thought as she's holding you, and then she said, "Oh, sorry," and let's go.
Wait, is she hot? Or no?
She's an attractive half-elven woman. She has some scars on her face and her neck, and you're not sure what they're from. But underneath the scars, she's a fairly attractive, half-elven woman, as elves often are. She looks very youthful, and earlier when you were talking to her, she was very cheery. So yeah, your character finds her somewhat attractive.
Okay. And then I leave with the rest of the party, I guess.
Okay, so where are you guys going?
To the cult.
Okay, so you know that...
If I need to find information about it, I would like to get in contact with Zentarium informants.
Yeah, so you run into one of the side streets where you where you know somebody will get to you within the half hour, and you wait there for about 15. Comes up and they say, "Are you alone?
Just me and my party.
Who are they? Show me the sign."
I show him the gold coin.
He says, "Very well. Who are they?
Other mercenaries.
You working together?
Yes.
What do you want? What do you need?"
Need information on a particular cult working in our region.
Okay, tell me about it.
Some sort of flame cult.
Flame cult? A group of dwarves?
It sounds like them. The ones that dye their hair red, or their followers at least, right?
I don't know if they dye their hair red. They're all a bunch of Irish dwarves. They already have red hair. But
All right, then their followers that are not of the same heritage probably do.
he says, "Yeah, I know where they are." And he says, he says off in the western part of town, there's a in the ghetto over there. There's a little shack you'll see directly in the center of the South Row block, and the door's been painted bright red. You'll know when you see it. Just look for the
All right.
South Row block.
Thank you, brother. I pass him 5 gold coins.
He takes he says, "Please, I can't take this. This is brother to brother."
It is our way. If you do not take it, I'd have to be skeptical of your Zentarium
He says,
allegiances.
"I like how you think. You look out for your fellow man," and he takes the gold. And then
All
he
right, there
just
we go.
disappears off disappears as fast as he got there.
Who was that?
To the bright red door.
It is one of my contacts in this area. You need not know more.
So you make your way to the southwestern part of town, and specifically right there. When you get to the South Row block, and you're scouting the row out, and you see a shack. You're on the other side of the street, and you see a shack with a simple one-story square building. It has a red door. It's made of pine clapboards, and the only opening is that red painted door. Flickering firelight peeks out between the loose planks of the small shack. From within, you hear a dozen or so voices speak in low murmurs, while a deep, resonating voice booms above them all. The door to the shack is painted a vibrant red, and 2 dwarves with flaming red beards lean casually against its wall. They notice that you're walking kind of nearby, and they stand up, but they don't say anything.
Fuck. I really should have asked for more information on this cult. I can't impersonate being one of them. Well, it's only one
I
thing we
ignore
can
their
do.
stares.
I walk up to the door and try to get through the door.
As you
with-
begin to walk up to the door, now they see that you're actually approaching and not just walking down the street. They say, "Sod off. This is a private affair."
But we
And
we
you
are,
think we don't know this? You think we are not invited? How else would we know to go to this red door?
They look to each other and they look a little confused. Give me a deception check.
Charisma, man, my worst stat, and I keep abusing it.
Yeah, dude, you're playing the wrong
You-
kind of character.
You've got to let me do stuff. I have a high charisma. You gotta let me do shit.
You gotta take the initiative, man.
I was about to say something, and then you immediately said something better than what I was gonna say. So I was like,
They say, "Yeah, I know how you know about this place." And
That's nice.
they draw their weapons.
Okay, I'll draw mine as well.
Great. Everyone roll initiative.
It's the downside of being the frontliner. I have to be the one that responds to shit.
What the fuck? And we have terrible, horrible initiative. You're just no better, Dickon.
I don't mind going last.
Cool. Before we start combat, I'm going to use the restroom real quick.
Sure, same thing.
Ethan, you're not gonna be last. You got 5, I got 3. I'm last.
You have no decks?
I have no decks whatsoever.
What is wrong with you?
I'm a
As a
fucking
warlock-
mage.
That's a
I'm
warlock. That makes no
a
sense.
caster. There's no reason for me to be dexterous.
Actually,
Every-
as a caster, that's why you have to be dexterous. I'll be right back. That was the
Okay.
funniest
Oh
I
my
have a-
God.
I have a sage background and I'm a warlock.
You know,
The point is I spend hours not actually using my muscles.
you know,
It makes
I
complete
just
sense.
want
why
to
I'm
know
dexterous.
because I'm curious. What's your stats? If you don't mind telling me.
I don't know. I have no problem telling you. 1 second. I have 10 strength, 11 dexterity, 14 constitution, 11 intellect, 13 wisdom, and 16 charisma.
Okay.
So
Let me explain to you why you need dex. First off, initiative to go relatively faster than the enemy. Second, because there's over 50 saving throws that are all dexterous, and most of them are either half damage or completely evading them. The only other
Yeah.
one that competes for that is Constitution. Dex is not a dump stat. It can never be a dump stat.
I wasn't trying to dump stat it. I was just trying to make sure I had the best. I wanted to have a good amount of life, and I know charisma and wisdom were like the 2 things I needed next.
I'm back.
It was the whole point by system. Is just
You
the
should
way
have
it
went
is.
dexterity instead of wisdom.
Meh. It would be like 1 point though.
It's a really important stat. I'm
But
just saying.
no, seriously, but like, I'm like, even if I went dexterity instead of wisdom, it still would only give me a +1 modifier. It would not have mattered in this roll.
It would have been a 4 instead of a 3. It could make all the difference.
Wait, how would it be 4 instead of 3?
You get a +1 to your initiative roll.
Okay, so
Well, yeah. Okay, it's a 4 instead of a 3, but how? The
Because
point is it's
that's
still a
also the
4.
difference between getting a 12 instead of a 13 to break someone's DC. And
So-
not getting hit by it.
So the two dwarves are right next to Dagon, and suddenly their beards light on fire,
Doesn't that burn?
a little bit.
Interesting.
Their beards
So-
turn to flame, and they swing their mace at you. The first one swings its mace at Dagon twice.
Quick question. Is there anybody around that sees this?
No.
Is there only these 2? So we're in the back alley?
I'm just going
you're-
to kind of laugh while he swing at me, and I said, are Azers really starting to infest this material plane?
Are what? Aethers?
Azers.
Okay.
Azers. It's probably not related. It's just an insult.
Azers?
I'm calling them Azers. That's the one. I'm insulting them.
Okay.
Neither of those hit.
That was only one.
Oh. You will. Oh. Ouch. The second one's going to hit.
For 8 damage.
Yeah, that's going to hurt.
And then so how are you guys positioned? I know Dagon is in the front, like right next to
So
them.
was that one of them or 2 of them?
That was one of them.
This is not going to end well for me.
I'm probably like 30 feet away from Dagon because like I wasn't.
30 feet. And where are you?
I was trying to like not seem like I was actually walking
Yep.
towards the door.
Okay. And where's
Or notice
Tarinda?
them.
I was gonna say something more next to him, so I'm like probably about a foot or 2 away from Dagon, like behind him.
Okay. Well, since you're behind him, the other one also steps forward and swings at Dagon.
God damn it. I'm going to go down before this fight even begins.
Yes,
Great,
yes, you
I'm
are.
down. I'm just going to assume I'm instant down. Actually, you could outright kill me. Go ahead and roll for it.
12 damage.
That's exactly my health pool.
But you weren't down, so you're still alive.
Right, so I'm just unconscious.
How many many hit points did you have?
I had 4, so it's enough to avoid instantaneous
Yeah, yeah.
death.
Okay, so you go down, and as you go down, then the other dwarf says, "You with him?" And he just raises his mace. Dagon, give me a death save.
Of course, I go down before the fight. Needed to be a barbarian. Needed to get that extra level. That's it. I'm
Okay,
done.
Quentin, you're up.
I have 3 initiative. Ed has 5. How am I up? Is it just because of position or what?
Because Ed
Oh, it
said he
it
wanted
got
to go last.
it. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I also just must have sorted incorrectly. But Ed said he wants to go last, so Quentin, you're up.
Damn it, Ed. Okay, but the dwarf said he's with him, right? Or whatever?
The dwarf just asked, "Are you with him?"
Can I try deception and say no?
Sure.
So you're just gonna leave me there? Because we're gonna assume he's gonna kill
look,
me.
I didn't say no. I just said, I didn't say I was going to leave you there. I just said no.
So,
So I'm going to try the deception roll.
okay. Yeah. You have disadvantage on your deception, just because he saw you walk up with the guy.
Okay, so what does disadvantage mean? I don't.
You roll 2 dice and you keep the lowest one.
Okay, so 2d20.
Yep. And do you have any? And make sure you add your charisma modifier.
Okay, so +3.
You have to beat a natural 1. You are a lucky man.
Wait, it's a skill check, right? Doesn't that mean it's auto miss? All fail?
They're opposed. I mean, he ought to. Yes, he's going to. I mean, there's no way he can lose to a 1 with advantage.
Yeah, sounds good.
So so you got a 9 plus 3,
9 out
12.
of 10.
So you got a 12. But he's like, he says, well, then why are you walking up here?
Because I was looking at the dude with all the weapons. It's not often you see a guy carrying that much crap.
Yeah, well, here, he doesn't need them anymore, and he takes a couple of the weapons and he gives them to you.
I hate you. I'm getting stripped.
Well, thank you for the weapons. I mean,
He says, yeah.
This is all happening in 6 seconds?
Less work for me to do. What are you doing, Ed?
Cast sleep on the 2 dwarves.
Okay. Okay, 28. So is that... One second, I want to double check something.
Person with the lowest hit points first.
Yeah.
I was
So
trying to
no hit
cast it.
points,
That doesn't.
automatically ignores me. And I'm
I'm not-
assuming that you're not going to shoot it in a way that gets Quentin's character in the mix.
Of course not.
Yeah. Roll 5d8. How many hit points of creatures? Creatures within 20 feet are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious. Starting with the creature that is the lowest. I don't know how you would technically miss. Let's say that I don't know
You
how
can't
you would,
miss.
You can't miss.
No, I don't know how you would miss Quentin because he was standing right there. But we'll say
Because
for
he can shoot it in a particular way where the 20-foot cube won't touch him.
he
He
can't
can
shoot,
shoot it off to the side.
but like there's a
It's targeted area. It's not targeted creature.
yeah no that I understand. But okay, I guess you could like do it above the building in
Here.
some weird.
Yeah, I can do above the building, like
Yeah, yeah,
in a
okay.
way where it's like.
Instead of doing it there, you could shoot it here and then get the 20-foot radius.
Yeah. No, I understand how direction works. None of the dwarves are affected. They say, "Oh, you think you're hot stuff?"
They won't. Do they even know that they've been attempted to be affected by magic?
Yeah, you know when you're affected by magic or attempted. They say, "Oh, you're hot stuff. This guy over here, yeah.
Run, Yinsing. Run. Lure them away from my body so we can escape.
One of them one of them stays at the door, but the other one starts walking up to Yinsen. With banging his mace, and he says, "Let's go." And then as he walks up to you, he swings at you. Ed, you do have an attack of opportunity if you choose to take one.
Isn't Yinsing like 30 feet away? 35 feet away from me?
He said 30. Yeah,
Yeah,
so they run up to
30.
you. Yeah. He said he was 35. Dwarves only have 25 speed movement.
But that would mean that they are 5 foot short of him.
Yeah, so I said they run up to him. They don't actually swing.
Okay.
They're
Well, they
banging their mace, and but you have an opportunity to take an attack of opportunity if you choose to, Torinda.
How? Oh, right.
I do because I was wanting to put away from the body, so he has to go past me.
Yeah,
Never
no,
mind,
he did.
Both of them have more than 28 health.
Yes,
Yeah, I know they both have.
they both have more than 28 health. None of them have been injured.
Not a good fight.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm a little scared. I am not going to take this attack of opportunity.
Okay, so he just walks up to Jensen and starts smashing the mace against his hand, and then he takes a couple more steps and is standing right next to you. Dagon, you're up.
Just drag me away. Say you want to loot me thoroughly. Take my body.
So you just made your next dex save, death save. So you've made 2.
Right. I need one more.
Just
Just
as
like it
you
was.
made that, the door suddenly the shack bursts into flames and screams and shouts erupt from within.
Holy, what's going on?
Torinda, you're up.
So I'm a.
Panic. Tell him. Ask him what's going on. Why is there fire?
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Like, why the hell did that check just burst into flame? From the flaming house.
He says, one second.
I am so lucky I won the deception roll because they don't know I'm with you guys.
Yeah, no, dude, he rolled a natural 1. Like, I did not think that was gonna work, but he rolled a natural 1.
Oh, thank God.
Save me, Dragon.
The dwarf says, "I don't know how it started. Move!" And he pushes you aside and run and starts getting away from the building.
I'm gonna
Drag
grab Dragon's. I'm gonna grab Dragon's foot and drag him away from the flames. Just to go.
Tell the
on
dwarf in
deception.
front of me, if he's still standing in front of me, that
I'm
he
gonna
wants
just
to go because
just-
I can make that flames on you now.
The guy in front of you, he quickly turned around and saw that and was like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" But wait, repeat what you said to him.
You see that house there? Like that's me. It's basically. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, he's like, "Well, give me an intimidate check."
1 sec.
You have control flame on this character, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Oh god, this is gonna be funny.
He says, "Well,
Wait, is he a commoner, by the way, or is he not?
no."
I don't think a commoner could knock me out in one hit.
He says, "You did that. Maybe you're even stronger than the speaker." And he slowly takes a couple steps back from you.
Of course, I'm a follower of Imix.
At this point, the door has now burnt away, and you can see inside the building. Torinda, you see that amid the chaos of flames and panicking people and falling timbers, you see You see a young man matching Sebastian's description, but he was just struck by a burning support beam, pinning him, his
Ginseng.
pinning him pinning him while a young woman matching Ilva's description stands beside him, straining to hoist the beam and screaming for help.
Since I'm right there, or whatever, and I don't know, would my breath weapon be cold enough to douse the flames?
They might slow it down, but they're not going to be able to put out the flame. A flame of this whole building is on fire.
Okay, so I just want
It
to
just
do
needs to turn off the burning pillar
I
on
want
top of the guy.
Yeah, I want to do it. I want to do it towards where it stops, like right in front of, or I guess goes over the.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that with
The
it.
timbers or whatever.
Sounds good.
It might also destroy it because hot, cold, instantaneous reaction would shatter it, wouldn't it?
Like, that's what I'm trying to do. Actually.
Sounds good. You don't need to make an
Practically
attack
cool.
roll. Just give me a damage check. The timber has 10 HP.
So I should get it. It's 2d6s.
Okay, then yeah, it has 10 health.
Oh wait, I don't have control flames. My bad.
Oh. That's unfortunate. You'd be very useful right now. As a firefighter.
So I do 8 damage to the timber, so it's almost gone.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna I'm gonna move forward and try and help her.
Okay.
Can we at least assume that the flame on the log is no longer it?
The flame on the log is out. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Now you enter the building and you start breathing in smoke. Make a Constitution saving throw. DC 10.
Is that for Quentin?
Yeah, that's for Quentin, who just entered the building.
I'm just gonna say, I am the most uneventful fighter right now.
Ooh, you just make it. Okay. Ed,
Thank
you're
God I'm
up.
a Dragonborn.
Jensen's up.
Save me.
I
Vincent.
stabilize Dagon.
Well, he's 35 feet away from you.
Dude, he's safe. Come run in here and help get the.
I'm not safe. I'm still making death saving throws.
Yeah, okay, I start walking towards Dagon then.
As you walk towards Dagon, you know there is still another. So there's the one dwarf who approached you, who started, who took a couple steps back, but then there's another dwarf who has not spoken to you. You are aware of this, right?
Wait, no wait. I thought one of them was running away from the building.
Yeah, he ran a little bit away from the building, but he's in between you and the building. You will have to pass.
Oh,
him.
they didn't run away yet. They're still there. Okay.
Yeah. He started moving away, but hasn't fled.
Doesn't matter. My body's really close to the door, right?
Yes.
So it
You
could
already-
look like he's just running to help.
Yeah, no, but if to get to you, he's gonna take an attack of opportunity if this guy chooses.
Just reiterate how powerful you are, because he already said you might be more powerful than this.
That was the other guy. That was the other dwarf that did.
I tell the dwarf in front of me and said, "Move aside, and I will not harm you. I just want to take my friend away from here."
He does not seem that you're. He said you when you said your friend, he gets ready to attack.
Do you really want to burn? Do you?
He says, "Bring it."
Magic missile wand him. Nuke him for everything you got.
Oh my god.
What?
Nothing. Shit's about to go down.
Come on.
And I'm unconscious? Really? God damn it.
Alright, let's see.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to save the mark.
How many charges do I want to use?
More
Well,
than
you have to
28
do
health.
more than 30 damage, so keep that in mind.
Wreck them.
So let's see. Level 1 is 3. 3. So more than 30. What's 30?
Assuming you're rolling average damage, it's +1 per thin missile, so it would be
You would want to do an 8th level.
X times 2.5 plus X, and then equals 35. Solve for X.
I'd honestly.
Math problems. Goddamn.
Okay, so
I'll
spend 8 charges. Spend 8 charges.
8 charges? How many missiles is that?
Well,
a lot.
that's 7 levels above, so that's 10 missiles.
1 sec here. I'm just gonna write this down and I'll just solve it, the equation, and give you the average.
Level 1 is 3 plus 7, because you're using 8 charges, would be 10 missiles. Times 5, because that's the maximum amount of damage. You could do 50 damage potentially.
Yeah, I'll spend 8 charges. Wait, 8, right?
Yep. So you should still have 2 charges since we hard capped it at 10.
So so you need to shoot. So on average, you would have to shoot 9.14 missiles in order to kill these guys. Or yeah. So that would be 7th level on average.
Right, and we're making you cast an 8th, which is almost a guarantee that they'll die.
So at 8th level, I'm sending 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10's
I
the
need
guy
to
for
actually
me then.
read. I need to double check how that wand works, but I believe so.
For every additional charge, it's 1 additional missile, just like the actual spell.
That I am aware. I just
32.
That's how much health he had.
And now...
One dwarf down.
Do you still want me to do the 10 charge max limit, or do you...
Oh yeah, if you use that other one, that thing is gone.
No, 1 more.
I mean,
he would
you-
still have
you
2
roll.
charges.
I mean, if you use up the charges.
Alright.
We got one dwarf down. We've got our fighter down, and
I think
one
the other
more...
dwarf's going to be kind of terrified of fighting Yinsing at this point.
He should be.
That's an 8th level spell, man. That's pretty powerful magic.
And I move like... how far is the other dwarf?
The one who started backing away from you, you already passed him.
No, the one that...
You just killed?
No. Yeah, I killed the one in front of me, right?
No. Okay, so the one who
he
was
attacked the
directly
one
in
in
front of you, you already scared off. You told him, like, you
Okay.
just lit
If
the
he
building
wasn't
on
scared
fire,
at
he
first,
backed up.
he's
Okay,
gonna be
I start
terrified
moving
now.
towards Dagon to
Then
try
the
to save
other
his life
one,
now.
you cast the magic missile and killed him. That was my understanding of what you wanted to do.
Okay.
That would be
Okay.
the strategic thing to do.
Right.
Wand of Magic Missiles. This wand has 7 charges. While holding
to
it,
begin
you
with,
can
but
use
you
it.
gained more.
No, it has no.
No, when I got it from
Yeah.
the original expedition I got from, I had 7 at start. I used 1 today, and then you said I had an extra day pass, so that's dawn, which where I rolled a 1d6 plus 1, which gave me 6 more charges.
Yeah,
so technically
I'm
it
gonna
maxed
say
back
it.
up to
I'm
10.
gonna say it maxes out at 7 charges.
Make it useless.
That does not. How would that make it useless? That would let you. Yeah, I don't know how that would.
Okay, maybe not useless, but you could never use it at the 9th level.
Using an item, casting a 9th level spell at level 1 casting an 8th level spell at level 1 does not make an item
To be
useless.
fair, you have to rest. No, that's true. You never mind. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know how
So,
that
you
is
can't
actually
even cast
game
this-
breaking. In fact, I don't know how that
Yeah,
would be
That would
considered.
be that's a good point.
I don't know how.
I don't
you
know
can
how
say
magic
it's
wands works,
useless.
okay? But
So it
since
only-
there's
okay.
no
We
rule.
said that the
No, it has 7 charges. I thought it had 10, but I'm reading it now. It has 7 charges, and that is the
But
maximum.
that's not the
yeah.
max though. That's
That
just
is
the
the
start.
That is the max.
That's not the max.
At my table, that is the max.
then that's the max. Then
Okay.
Then you did not hit him for that much, but you can still cast a really high level spell
Yes.
with it.
So I will say that you can use all 7 charges and then roll a d20, and on a 1, the wand
Use
crumbles.
6 charges.
Or you can use 6 charges. This is up to you, and I'll let you re-roll the numbers.
Use 6 charges.
Can I use 6 charges and just take off the last 2 numbers?
You could. I would just re-roll them because it's below average right now.
Yeah, it actually is for below average. You might actually still outright kill him. You actually might actually do overkill. And even if he doesn't die immediately, he's probably not going to want to mess with you after he's taken that much of a damage increase.
Actually, isn't it above average?
No,
It is
average
because you
is
roll 2 ones.
average is 2.5 per roll.
Right, but if I take off the 2 and the 3, it'd be just taking off the average.
The 4 and the 1 combined with 2 2s is average. Then you have 2 3 2 1, and that is below average. If you do 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1, you have 5 6 7 8. 8 divided by 4 is 2, so you are 0.5 below average. 0.5 times 4, you could, on average, you would get 2 extra damage.
Oh, okay. So what's
Sorry,
the
I'm a
roll now?
I'm a mathematician, so
I'm not sure what the math is anymore because like you just did so much math for me, which I did not follow.
I could explain it
cast
to you
at
later,
8,
but
you can now cast it at 6. Take off 2. You get an 8d4 plus 8.
yes. Okay.
I think that's worse.
It is worse.
But it is, yeah. But I mean, you never know what you're gonna roll. You only know what
Yeah.
you only can
So
go by
it's-
average.
The
25.
entire point was potential.
Right. He looks very injured.
Does he look intimidated? Because that's a pretty powerful
Yeah,
spell.
he looks pretty intimidated.
Tell him to run.
Wait, so whose turn is it next then?
It is still Ed's turn. He just cast Magic Missile, and now he has the option of running to Dagon, who is 35 feet away from him.
I moved 10 feet towards Dagon.
Okay, so you move 10 feet towards him. You are adjacent to this dwarf now.
What?
You are adjacent to the dwarf who just
Okay.
hurt you.
Let me. Okay, fine.
Tell him to fuck off. Or die.
Yeah, leave me or die.
Okay, on a roll of a 2, he is going to attack you if you move. Well, are you going to continue moving past him?
No.
So you're not going all the way to Dagon. So you're stopping 25 feet short of Dagon.
You're right.
Okay, then there's no attack of opportunity. I am going to just say that there's a 50% chance that he is scared shitless and a 50% chance that he swings at you because he is scared shitless.
Yeah, fight or flight reflex.
Yep. So if you do move past, so on his, yeah. Oh, it's his turn right now. Roll of a 2, he's gonna fight. Roll of a 1, flight. He swings.
Rest in peace. Oh wait, you're a sorcerer. You can probably ignore his rolls. Whatever.
Also, he doesn't have advantage anymore because the other guy's
Do,
not
do I
next to
get
him.
wild surges for that one?
Yes, sorry.
Wait. Did they have advantage on attacking me?
Yeah, they had advantage on attacking you.
How do they get?
They have,
Is it in their stat block? that
yeah,
they get advantage.
they have pack tactics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yes.
I was just confused about that one.
That magic missile was so super powerful that it is going to trigger Wild Mage.
I swear to God, if I die because of this, I'm going to be very upset.
Fireball! Fireball! Come on!
The
91?
hell is a 91?
I'm
Not
scared.
fireball.
I'm looking it up.
Confusion?
I have to flip to that page. Sorcerer. Wild Magic,
If you
91.
die, you immediately reincarnate.
You realize that you have no reason to be afraid of anything. You are like you get this sense that you have that you're immortal for a little bit.
I'm immortal.
So
Tell him to kill you so you can reincarnate right in front of him and be like, You
So-
mess with a god?
Now that you know that, because you have the sense that you're like immortal, are you still going to stop there, or are you going to continue running to Dagon or into the building?
Wait, is it more for only once or is it forever for the game?
For within 1 minute.
A minute.
For
pen
within a
round.
minute, I'm completely immortal?
You will die and then reincarnate immediately.
Yes, you will die and then be reincarnated immediately, as per the reincarnate spell.
Okay, yeah, I went towards Dagon.
As you run towards Dagon, he swings at you.
Let him kill you. Let him kill you. Would be the most inspiring thing to ever see. Just like,
Yeah, right.
you messed with a
For
god.
8 damage.
I have 7 health. I reincarnate.
Well, no, you're if you still have 7 health, you're not dead.
You're unconscious now.
No, wait, no.
Conscious.
Wait, you had 7 health, or you now have 7?
I had 7 health.
You had 7.
Yes.
So he's dead.
So
dead.
you fall down. You're
That's
unconscious.
An instantaneous kill.
No, if he had 7, would bring him
My max
to negative.
HP is 7.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
but
needed to
it
take
doesn't.
14
It would
damage.
would have had to do 14 damage to kill him outright.
Can he choose to fail all his saving throws?
I will say yes for this purpose. He can fail 2 saving throws a turn, as if he had rolled a 1. If he chooses to do that.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'll just say as you fall down, you get back up immediately because that's so much cooler than having to
Yeah.
wait.
It really is. And he
Really
gets
is.
to make the intimidation roll.
As you fall down, the guy thinks he killed you, and then immediately you stand back up as you reincarnate as no. So you don't stand up, but as you fall down to the ground, dead, suddenly it takes a second, but another body appears, an identical body appears right where you were standing before, and then slowly you feel yourself being pulled from your old body and into your new body, and suddenly your soul arrives in your new body, and it breathes life, and you're now standing in this new body that is identical to your new body. No, it is not. The magic fashions a new body for the creature to inhabit, which likely causes the creature's race to change. The DM rolls a D100 and consults the following table to determine what form the creature takes when restored to life, or the DM chooses a form. In this,
Oh, it'd be kind of a dick thing to do to Yinsing to say that he can't reincarnate as a halfling.
yeah, I will say that you can return as the exact same person, or that this is a temporary effect. So, but if you want to stay, let's say that this will be a temporary effect if you choose. If you don't choose, you literally change your race, and it's Adventures League legal.
I'm so confused. Well, technically, I can rebuild my character, couldn't I?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
let's just go with the fun and like you give me a new race. and
Yeah,
I just
you
rebuild after this.
you suddenly no longer look like a half elf. You're a little bit taller and a little bit more slender, or you no longer look like a halfling. You look like you're a wood elf.
Wolf now?
You
Okay.
are a wood elf for
Should I change my stats?
no. Don't change your stats. You're a wood elf for the rest of this. The reincarnated creature recalls its former life and experiences. It
But he's
retains
no
the
longer lucky as a halfling, right?
It retains the capabilities it had in its original form, exchanges its original race for the new one, and changes its racial traits accordingly. So you would no longer be lucky, except we're going to say you're lucky because I don't want you to have to look up that shit for something
Yeah,
that's
that
ending
would
right
be
in 10
horrible.
minutes. That was their turn. You run up. You're now like you suddenly. We'll say that's the rest of your turn. You fall down and you come back up. And the guy's like, "What the hell just happened?" Dagon, you
I'm
made your third
stabilized.
save, so you are stable. Except
Roll a d20.
nope. You take a point of damage because you're in a burning building.
I'm not in a burning building. They dragged me away from it.
No, they didn't. No one dragged you away from a burning
Yeah.
building.
Yeah, they did. Quentin dragged me away.
Quentin did not drag you away. Quentin left and said that he was not your friend.
I went to help the girl or the boy
Yeah.
with the thing, with drop
Yeah.
pillar.
Yeah, I don't. Quentin, did you move his body?
Is Quentin even there?
I don't know.
Keep forgetting to fucking talk to button. Shit. But whatever. No. Okay. So I didn't move his body, but didn't my cone of cold breath extinguish the ones in front of me? So he shouldn't be in the fire.
There is still. Yeah, no, it did. Yeah, you're not in. You're not in a fire.
So I don't even know how you're telling me that I'm inside this building.
You're not inside the building. You're at like the front door.